Oak Island, Nova Scotia, Canada has a secret that it won't give up. Since 1758, many people have tried to solve the mystery of Oak Island, and all have failed until now. Oak Island in Nova Scotia's Mahone Bay is renowned for its money pit, buried treasure. Over 2 million pounds of treasure are believed to be buried there. A treasure hunter, a former employee of Fortress Louisibourg, as well as being a former teacher of a native reserve on Cape Breton Island, has solved the centuries-old dilemma. The treasure, at least most of it, 2 ships full and possibly more, were taken from Oak Island in 1759 to a new location. By using historical documents and having knowledge passed to him by elder natives that included information about Glooscap, the god of Micmac Nation, Glooscap's burial place was Kelly Mountain, and given some of the final clues needed to solve this mystery, the treasure hunter will be assembling a team for the greatest quest of them all, retrieval of the lost Oak Island treasure. Oak Island and the Oak Island treasure remain a mystery to many around the world, and it has been featured in books, movies, songs, TV shows, and even video games. Throughout the various excavation attempts, many man-hours, millions of dollars, and even human lives were sacrificed in the hopes of finding the treasure. The website, wreckcove.com, has more details and updates about this great adventure.
People are fascinated with buried treasure. It could be a fossil discovery, a treasure map, the Dead Sea Scrolls, hidden memoirs of a genius, and yet Paratius gold. Any time a new discovery links, it is a race to see what treasures are found. When it comes to buried treasure, the most valuable buried treasure is truths we never share. Graveyards are full of truths, dreams, goals, aspirations, whispers of thoughts on how to better change the world and the status quo that were never shared. There are countless stories of brilliant people who left hidden memoirs locked and sealed with the truths they never shared with anyone else. The reason? They didn't know how others would respond. They were afraid of sharing. Until now. When two worlds collide, a new world is formed. When the world of Christopher Columbus arrived in what is now known as the New World, North America, this will become a great collision, the beginning of vast wealth and riches, the beginning of pirates and buried treasure. Welcome to the New World. Welcome to Wreck Cove.
Beneath a strange old oak tree, the search began. In 1795, 3 boys found a deep pit built a century before. They were convinced it held something of immense value. The clues uncovered were so tantalizing that men have been digging ever since. Today, 2 centuries later, the search continues for the buried treasure of Oak Island.
The British fleet arrives on June 1st, 1758. 14,000 men strong. The British fleet begins to bombard the town. Louisbourg's governor is Augustin de Drucourt. He knows the situation is hopeless, but if he can hold out through the summer, it will be too late for the British to move on to Quebec this year. It is a costly strategy. After 2 months of bombardment, Drucourt surrenders. He has delayed the British assault on Quebec for now.
The natives of Nova Scotia, the Micmacs, were friends to the French. The greatest fortress in the New World is under siege, and Louisbourg was falling. Knowing that the loss of Louisbourg would mean the loss of Quebec, therefore the loss of the New World was imminent. The governor entrusted a coded message to a native, and to deliver that message to the captains of the 2 ships that were anchored in the bay 3 days away by foot. From there they sailed to Oak Island. They removed the plunder from Oak Island, the treasures from previous conquests in the New World, conquest of their own, and that of the British and Spanish. Their ships laden down with worldly treasure, too heavy to run, or too heavy to fight. They set sail for the area that was messaged to them in code by the trusted native. This treasure now lies, for it lies in 2 areas. One area being on land, the other area under the sea. Close together, but yet separate. No more can be written here. No clues can be given. That entrusted coded message from long ago was whispered its way to this century. It is well known that this treasure is the greatest treasure. A treasure not only of gold and silver, but treasures from lost civilizations. 2 ships fought,